Introduction. In an IT organization, managing a project from the initial idea to completion involves creating and using many important documents. These documents help ensure clear communication, proper planning, and successful project execution. This guide will walk you through the key documents used in each stage of an IT project, from pre-sales to project closure and account management support. Stage 1, Request for Proposal, RFP. When? Initiated by the client. Who creates? Client. For whom? Service provider. Purpose: to ask service providers to send their proposals for solving a specific business need. Contents: project scope, requirements, timelines, budget, evaluation criteria, and terms and conditions. 2. Non-disclosure agreement, NDA. When? Before sharing sensitive information. Who creates? Legal team. For whom? Both client and service provider. Purpose: to protect confidential information shared between parties. Contents: definitions of confidential information, obligations of the parties, duration, and exclusions. 3. Proposal document. When? After receiving the RFP. Who creates? Pre-sales team and solution architects. For whom? Client. Purpose: to present a tailored solution and demonstrate the provider's capabilities. Contents: executive summary, proposed solution, project plan, resource requirements, pricing, and company credentials. 4. Commercials. When? Alongside the proposal. Who creates? Sales and finance teams. For whom? Client. Purpose: to outline the financial aspects of the proposal. Contents: pricing details, payment terms, and cost breakdown. 5. Master service agreement. Before project commencement. Who creates? Legal team. For whom? Both client and service provider. Purpose: to define the general terms and conditions governing the relationship. Contents: scope of services, responsibilities, payment terms, confidentiality, and dispute resolution. 6. Statement of work. When? After proposal acceptance. Who creates? Project manager with input from the pre-sales and delivery teams. For whom? Client and internal teams. Purpose: to define the work to be done, including deliverables, timelines, and responsibilities. Contents: detailed description of work, deliverables, timelines, responsibilities, and terms of engagement. 7. Business case. When? Before project approval. Who creates? Business analyst or project sponsor. For whom? Internal stakeholders and decision makers. Purpose: to justify the investment by outlining the project's benefits, costs, and risks. Content: project objectives, benefits, costs, risks, and ROI analysis. Project initiation. 1. Project charter. When? At the beginning of the project. Who creates? Project manager. For whom? Internal stakeholders and project team. Purpose: to formally authorize the project and provide a high-level overview. Contents: project purpose, objectives, scope, high-level timeline, budget, and key stakeholders. 2. Project plan. When? After the project charter approval. Who creates? Project manager with input from team members. For whom? Project team and stakeholders. To provide a detailed roadmap for project execution, monitoring, and control. Content: detailed schedule, resource plan, risk management plan, communication plan, and quality plan. Project execution. 1. Purchase order, PO. When? Before procurement of goods or services. Who creates? Client procurement team. For whom? Service provider. Purpose: to authorize the purchase of goods or services. Contents: item descriptions, quantities, prices, and payment terms. 2. Requirements document. When? Early in the project execution phase. Who creates? Business analyst. For whom? Development team and stakeholders. Purpose: to capture and communicate the detailed requirements. Contents: functional and non-functional requirements, use cases, and user stories. 3. Design document. When? After requirements are defined. Who creates? Solution architects and technical leads. For whom? Development team. Purpose: to provide a detailed blueprint for the development team to follow. Contents: system architecture, design specifications, data models, and interface designs. 4. Project status reports. When? Regular intervals, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. Who creates? Project manager. For whom? Stakeholders and project team. Purpose: to communicate the current status of the project, including progress, issues, and risks. Contents: progress updates, milestone achievements, issues, risks, and next steps. Project monitoring and control. 1. Risk management plan. When? At the project planning stage, updated as needed. Who creates? Project manager with input from the team. For whom? Internal stakeholders and project team. Purpose: to identify, assess, and plan responses to potential risks. Contents: identified risks, risk assessment, mitigation strategies, and risk owners. 2. When a change is proposed. Who creates? Anyone can initiate project manager documents. For whom? Change control board and stakeholders. Purpose: to formally request, document, and evaluate changes to the project scope, schedule, or cost. Contents: description of change, impact analysis, cost and schedule implications, and approval status. Project Closure 1. Project closure report. When at the end of the project. Who creates? Project manager. For whom? Internal stakeholders and client. Purpose: to formally close the project and document its outcomes. Contents: summary of project performance, lessons learned, final deliverables, and project sign-off. 2. Lessons learned document. When during project closure. Who creates? Project manager with input from the team. For whom? Internal stakeholders and future project teams. Purpose: to capture and share insights and experiences to improve future projects. Contents: what went well, what didn't, and recommendations for future projects. Account management and support. 1. Service level agreement, SLA. When? Before or during the support phase. Who creates? Account manager or support manager. For whom? Client. Purpose: to define the level of service expected and the responsibilities of both parties. Contents: support levels, response times, responsibilities, and penalties for non-compliance. 2. Support plan. When? During the transition to support phase. Who creates? Support team lead. For whom? Internal support team and client. Purpose: to outline the processes and resources required for ongoing support. Support processes, escalation paths, maintenance schedules, and contact information. 3. Performance reports. When? Regular intervals, monthly, quarterly. Who creates? Support team. For whom? Client and internal stakeholders. Purpose: to report on service performance and ensure compliance with SLAs. Metrics on service performance, incidents resolved, compliance with SLAs, and recommendations for improvements. These documents help in managing the project effectively by ensuring clear communication, proper planning, and successful execution from start to finish.